roar and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap their hands, let the hills sing for joy, together before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth. Make a joyful noise to the Lord. All the earth break forth into joyous song and sing praises. Let the sea roar and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap their hands, let the hills sing for joy, together before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth.
Hey, well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sunday. Hey, everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
With Big Family Homestead. And let me tell you what, folks, some strange things are afoot.
Yeah, definitely strange.
Strange people are strange.
People
When
are
you're
strange
stranger.
When you're a stranger. Yeah, this is why I don't sing.
Oh, you know, they used to, my mom affectionately called herself one of the Lemon Sisters.
Yes, she was an adopted lemon sister. Yeah.
She sang with all her heart, but not too much of her actual vocal cords.
No. Well, her and I had that in common. So, I always say, because people will say, oh, well, Brad plays guitar and he sings and, the kids play piano. Do you play anything? Yep, I play the radio. And I make a joyful noise when we're singing at church.
Amen. So we have some information for you guys tonight, some data points. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, the plot thickens and we near closer and closer. We inch closer to October 4th. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm so scared. No, I'm really not.
No, we're not.
No.
We do honestly, though, want to talk about some what's going on with the October FEMA test, what we know, what we can actually tell you. There's some new stuff, and we have a friend of ours who put out a video on their channel because this guy is one of those big brains, electrical engineer kind of guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he and his lovely bride, Sue, they did some tests on some cell phones.
Oh, yeah. So strange. So strange.
And I'm going to guess, people, that you're going to go, as Brad and Christa pensively stroke their fake beards.
You have a real beard. I don't have a beard. No. Did it feel weird?
Well, yeah, give it a try.
Nope.
You tell me now.
Not weird.
No?
Doesn't feel weird. Nope.
Well, while we are waiting for people to get here, because we really, I don't want to have to, like when you're a live broadcast is going on, problem is people jump in at different times, and I really want people to see this all at once. We have a video that we're actually going to show you guys right off their website. They gave us permission, and it has to do with how signals are conductive to AC and DC with the cell phones, but also that they're transmitting pretty much at a crazy rate all the time.
And what have we won?
Dun-dun-dun. Total control.
Oh.
Or is it just innocent stuff?
Oh.
And honestly, guys, what I really am hoping, we're not doing fear. We're just being fun with this.
Right.
We're not going to try to sell you all of a sudden like, hey, here's the ultimate blah, blah, blah signal decimator 5,000. No, my ultimate goal is that if you have any knowledge with this kind of stuff, with cell phone signals, satellite signals, if you are actually in the know and you watch what we're going to show you, and then you can connect with John and Sue, and maybe we can get a little bit more information on how this is working, because I have a feeling this FEMA thing that's coming up is a test for something a little more bigger.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people ballooning over our country these days. They're just out,
It's insane.
around the world in 88 days. That's what they're doing, right?
Yeah. It's 80 days,
Right.
not 88.
They needed an extra one because they took a detour somewhere around North Dakota and cruised right across the whole continent for most of it,
Sure.
It was just,
Yeah.
pshaw.
Right.
Yeah, pshaw. And we're supposed to believe that those things don't receive and transmit.
Yeah, I think that's a bunch
Data.
of hooey. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Maybe you guys can help me. There was a scene in that movie, Independence Day, where the alien invaders, they had to get triangulated around a certain area before they could synchronize their watches, so to speak.
Well, yeah,
then-
to send signal, they had to have the
The
triangulated.
synchronization. Just wondering if there's, thinking out loud. I don't have my tinfoil hat yet, but you guys get ready for your tinfoil hats. But before we do, Christa, I wanna. Here's the thing. Hold on, I got to turn this bling. This bling is driving me nuts. Here, the bling's got to go away. I like the bling, but I only like it for a short amount of time.
Right.
So we're gonna tell you the phone thing. We're gonna show you the video. You're just gonna have to hang tight because something happened yesterday that we were not expecting at Walmart. Oh no!
Oh no, not expecting in any way.
Give a list of a few things that you guys give a list of a few things that you cannot buy at Walmart unless you're 18 years old.
And you show ID.
You got to show ID, 18 years old. So we've tried to buy a few things from time to time that
Sure.
they go, you can't buy that unless you show an ID. And
Right.
we're, what?
Right. Wasn't whiteout one of them?
Yes,
Yes,
whiteout. You
whiteout.
can't buy whiteout because
Right.
apparently kids will sniff it.
Well, yeah.
Well, and idiots will
Right.
sniff it.
Right. Are Tide Pods, is that another one that you have to be 18?
Actually, I don't know. Like
that would
people are-
make sense, actually.
People are like cramming them in their mouths
Yeah, they're
at
just-
the
they're dumb.
register.
Yeah.
Like, give me
Right.
those Tide Pods.
Right.
Oh, NyQuil, says
NyQuil?
Roy.
Mhm. A lighter?
You can't buy a lighter. Okay, well this
Spray
one,
paint?
this
That
one
makes
was.
sense.
I knew this one because I actually have to use it all the time, and no, it's not beer.
No, you have to be 21 to buy that.
Right.
Right.
The compressed air that I use to clean out the inside of my computer. You
Yeah,
know,
canned air.
and then the dust goes everywhere, and you know.
Yeah. Right. That's always fun to breathe
I
that.
actually make more of a mess outside the computer cleaning it.
Yeah.
But yeah, canned air.
Yeah.
So ammo Sue is saying you cannot buy that unless you're over 18.
Right. Cold meds. Yep. That's another one.
Here's one that is a new one, ladies and gents. Are you ready for this? This I'm gonna let you do the reveal, but I got to do the lead up.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
You're
So
good
let's
at
put
it.
this over here. Don't let them. We should wait. I think
It's
they'll
okay.
get it. It'll come into the.
Sorry. How about whipped cream? No, actually,
I don't-
You don't have to be 18. I don't
And
think.
it's the same idea. They use them for whippets.
Right. Yeah.
So here's the thing. This item, ladies and gentlemen, you guys you're given great
Oh,
things.
sure.
The
Yeah.
list is long because we, apparently cannot police ourselves. But this item is so nefarious and so dangerous that if you are 17 and a half years old, you cannot be responsible for your own self when it comes to this item. No. We got carded, I guess you would say carded.
Yes.
yesterday.
Yes, a warning came up when we scanned this.
And then some guy who didn't look
looked like he
got out of bed maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes before.
Right.
With his slippers. He came over, I need to scan that.
I need to approve that. Excuse me?
So this is the dangerous item. Ready for it? Mom, show them. Can you believe that?
This, folks.
That.
Looney Tunes.
Abadee.
Looney Tunes.
That's.
This.
That.
Was you have to be 18 to purchase Looney Tunes.
We have the receipt to prove it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, ladies and gents, times move on, right? And there's some things in Looney Tunes that maybe might not be what they call socially acceptable now, but they still sell R-rated movies
that are way
all
worse than
day
this.
long.
Yeah.
That are far worse than anything.
But that's
that Bugs Bunny could
nothing
do.
compared to what's being put in the public school libraries, folks.
Oh,
this
good point.
Is tame.
There's not even a comparison.
No, not. There's no comparison whatsoever to the nonsense that's being put in the elementary school libraries. Sorry.
Yes, Michigan Daffodil, we could not believe it
Blood
ourselves.
pressure needs to come down.
Yeah. I love these things. The funny thing is that I was actually trying to, we were trying to remember some of the episodes 2 days before. Okay. And I was like, you know what? We should get those things before you can't get them.
Or you can't.
Because, yeah, it's super dangerous. You can't get ammo and Looney Tunes. That would be a fun thing. Just go load up your cart with everything that you cannot buy.
Unless you're 18.
And make them scan every single one.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be a fun video.
That would actually be really fun to do.
That'd be a fun video.
We should do that. Yeah.
That's despicable, says
It
Phoebe.
is despicable.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gents, what in the world, says Kristen. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Honestly. I got mad. I got mad. I'm scanning this stuff and this
self-checkout.
kid who is
let's just be kind. Let's just say he had his own challenges.
box of rocks. Got it? You're getting what I'm throwing down, folks?
Well, the smells were powerful.
Oh my.
The smells were powerful.
So, yeah.
This one is powerful with the force of smell.
So I scan it and I'm scanning. I'm not paying attention because everything in our cart there's no beer. There's no
nothing.
There's no, I'm not buying lighter fluid. I'm not buying whatever that stuff is. Yeah. And he's like, I need to approve that. What? What do you need to approve? Looney Tunes? What? I actually got mad. I started yelling, kind of yelling.
Not yelling. She was
not yelling.
She yelled at me. Like it was somehow my fault.
But I was being loud. Okay. I'm generally not loud in a store.
Okay.
But
go ahead. Sorry.
We need to talk about the other thing that we saw in that self-checkout aisle.
Hold on. I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay.
But I want to say somebody asked what was the rating? Here you go. Check it out yourself.
I thought it was not rated.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's not rated. Yeah.
I'll bet you they took away the G rating.
But this still should not be.
Point being, it back in the day, this would have been G.
I guess. Yeah.
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 They took away the G rating.
Okay.
What was the other thing? Because I honestly don't remember what you're talking about.
The televisions, honey. The big honkin' televisions.
Oh.
Right above the self-checkout aisle.
Oh, ladies and gents.
There were
the
two.
Oh, wait.
In every aisle.
Okay. My son, who is a very smart boy.
Very observant. Contain yourself, Tammy. Thanks.
No, this is crazy, folks. The what are they? The surveillance state is amping it up.
The police state.
The police state is amping it up. We were okay. Do you want to describe it?
Okay, so we go into the self-checkout, and I see the
right above
screens,
you.
right? I see them. There's a helicopter going
There's
over.
There's a helicopter right now.
Sure.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
Sure. So I see these TVs right above, and I notice, okay, there's two back to back, right? Angled like this. And it's, of course, a camera on both of them.
On every checkout aisle.
And there's green flashing lights going across the bottoms of it. Like, what?
And
okay,
then Caleb
they're
noticed
taking
something.
pictures. Yeah, they're taking pictures. Okay, yeah, because they want to see what you're scanning, what you're going to steal. Yeah, okay, great. But then you explain to Caleb what it really is.
Well, Caleb said, hey, there was a green light that went on around your face and the faces of other people when you went under it. And I said, my face? Just my face? No. Everybody's face. It was like a quick flash. And I said, what? Because I know what that is. Mm-hmm. It's facial recognition, people. And I know this because we have friends that are, let's just say, upper echelon law enforcement. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean local.
No.
And they said, yeah, they have been doing this for a long time, but now that they're showing it to people walking through the checkout aisles. That's crazy, because what they have been doing, they've actually caught a lot of bad guys in the past because they were rightly logical. Mm-hmm. That they figured, okay, if you're on the run, you did something bad, then you're willing to give up a lot of stuff in your world. You're willing to stay out of banks. You're willing to stay out of this. They figured this stuff out, but they figured out that usually the crook mentality is not willing to give up Walmart.
No, because they still need to eat.
And that's where they go.
Yeah.
And so basically it was taking a facial recognition shot, bam. Mm-hmm. And I said, I know what they're doing, guys. And sure enough,
yeah,
what happens is that image is sent to a database that scans the database. And that's how they've been catching a lot of weird bad guys. Mm-hmm. But now, okay, so normally if you're like a regular everyday person, like you don't even own tinfoil, you can't craft your own tinfoil hat if you wanted to. You couldn't do it. You would push it on your head and it just would fall off the side. You can't make a tinfoil hat. You would normally think, well, why would you care if they're taking pictures to catch bad guys? And then I might say, have you seen the news lately?
Yeah. I really don't want them taking my picture. Actually, I really don't. Because it's none of their flipping business what store I'm in, what I'm buying. It's just not.
I wonder, and maybe you guys could tell me. Maybe, since this is a Mystery Machine Day, this is totally Scooby-Doo Day.
No kidding.
Do they have like a some kind of a warning sign or a disclaimer sign somewhere when you walk in, somewhere displayed saying your images will be taken? Because if they don't, that smells like a lawsuit.
They may on the front door.
Does anybody know that?
I know that they don't want you to open carry your 2A items. They have signs like that.
You know, I think two things about that.
Jack and squat.
Jack and squat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of people saying, I agree with Christa. So, ladies and gents, that was bizarre. It was a bizarre, soiree into Walmart.
And this was in Marshfield.
So not a tiny city.
But not an enormous city.
No.
Okay, yeah. So Marshfield, Wisconsin's probably got 20,000 people, maybe.
No idea.
I don't know how many people live in Marshfield.
There's a big hospital.
There is a large hospital there. But yeah, it's not a small town. It's a good sized town. So
who knows?
Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gents, before we get going here, because we've got a video to show you about this cell phone business, you're not going to believe this. And then I want to honestly talk about what we know and what we don't know to dispel weird rumors. And then let's talk about what could possibly be without honestly knowing the whole picture, because we're not being given the whole picture.
Right.
But we don't do fear.
No. Mm-mm.
No fears.
No fears.
No fears. We don't scare you into buying a lifetime supply of Patriot Pantry foods goop in a bag.
Thanks. Gross.
No. Freeze dried, man.
Freeze dried. Thank you.
Freeze dried's the way.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I have to set this up by saying, well, first of all, please, thumbs up. Only
Yeah.
like a third of you guys. A quarter of you. Hit the like button.
You liked us.
Like button. Say, here's how you can start this out. Do you think that we should be surveilled as much as we are? There's a question.
Can I answer?
You absolutely. It's your show. Should we be surveilled as much?
I can't say it the way I want to say it.
I think it was in the. I think it was in the Peanuts Christmas special. Hockey stick.
Yes. Hockey sticks. Double HEHE double hockey sticks. No.
Hockey sticks.
Was it hockey sticks or hockey puck?
Good guess, Mom. DK says the Marshfield population's 18 and a half.
Ooh, that was a good guess. Thank you, DK.
Not a bad guess.
Yeah. I bet they Googled that quick.
So
actually, I don't know. They might live around here. I don't know.
Yeah, DK, I don't break the law, so no.
No. Yeah, exactly. I don't break the law either. So why should the rest of us pay for a small percentage of those who do break the law? And that can go
crazy time.
Another, you can fill in the blank on those who break the law.
Well,
a small percentage are changing the rules for everybody.
Well, and I can't imagine why anyone would feel weirdly uncomfortable about this with, foreign, people floating balloons over. That's around the world in 80 days with what did they say? It was a school bus size spy kit thing that surveils.
It was just a weather balloon.
It was only flying over our most vital military bases.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Our silos and...
Why would we ever care about that? That's goofy. All right. So here's the thing. Cell phones.
Blood is still boiling. Yes.
Well, don't. Here's mine.
Mm-hmm.
So some friends of ours, and I want to please do me a favor. Go to this channel, open up a new tab right now. We're gonna sub bomb them. We're gonna subscriber bomb them. Last week it was the coolest thing ever. We had a young lady on, and we got 100 subs in about 1 minute.
That was really cool
for this channel. And let me tell you what: if you're a channel and you don't have a whole lot of subscribers, that is an exhilarating feeling.
Yeah.
When you're like,
yeah, no kidding.
So, Wilderness Woman is the channel. Yep. We're going to play you a video from them, but pay attention because this has to do with cell phones. This guy is an electrical engineer, genius. He's one of those, like, kind of a little bit off, but he's really friggin' smart. Love you, John.
Yeah.
Love you, Sue.
He works in radio stations. So.
That would be a small part of it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Part of it. Yeah.
So watch this, and then we're going to talk about something bizarre. Here we go.
So let's go see what this is all about, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, so here we have a standard kitchen outlet, and we got this little tool called a sniffer. So I'm going to plug this in. And as you can see, you have to plug it in quite far. There's just a little bit, at least 3/4 of the way to get it to blow up. Okay, so now we're going to come over to our science experiment area. And this is definitely where I'll be asking for Mr. Soundsmaster's help. And to do our little experiment, since I'm recording on my phone, I have his phone sitting right here. So we're going to take this little sniffer tool, and we're going to put it up on the plug-in line.
Which is DC.
Which is DC. Is this an AC or DC sniffer?
That's an AC.
So this is an AC sniffer. But it's just plugged in through the little box running 110. You can see that's a live line. Okay. Now we're going to come to the phone. Nothing.
Put it right on the face of it. Nothing.
Nothing. All right, Mr. Soundsmaster, plug that phone in.
Okay, are you ready? Here we go. This will get you charged up.
Yeah, he beat up his hand doing something the other day, so I put a splint on him.
There we go.
Now, as you can see, the phone lit up, so we know it's charging. And watch.
Far away
I don't
with some
even
AC.
have to touch the screen, and it's going off. So I decided to take it one step further, and I've got this cable here, this white one, plugged into my laptop. So we're going to unplug the phone from here, and we're just going to check out this little laptop cord.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Plug it in, please.
Okay. Where does it plug into?
Your phone.
Oh, my phone. Yes. Okay, ready? Set.
Trying to do it as a one-handed bandit doesn't work so well.
No, I might have to turn it around. Okay.
It's a C charger. You don't have to turn it around.
Well, why can't I plug it in? There it goes. No, it doesn't. I don't think it is.
It is, John. It's the same charger.
Oh.
You got it trying to go in crooked. You can't go in crooked. You got to go in straight.
Okay, I'm going straight.
Oh, my God.
Well,
This is painful.
okay, here we go. Plugged in.
Okay. You can see the laptop kicked on. This kicked on just to show you it's charging. There's the little charge light. And watch this.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Because you're charging from DC to DC. Nothing.
So that's the reason he says is we're charging from DC to DC since it's using the battery on the laptop. Even though the laptop's plugged to the wall, it runs through the battery. So DC to DC gives us nothing.
Nothing.
But AC, we definitely have some stuff going on.
Every other wavelength.
And he says it's every other wavelength.
Right. You plug this in. Now we go and
So is it every other wavelength or every half wavelength?
half wavelengths, actually.
Every half wavelength, we're getting a signal.
And now look what happens.
And look on the phone.
You're not even getting close to it.
I've got to be
Well, inch and a half away from it.
about an inch and a half away. And remember, this sniffer that he told me he has is just
It's
a cheap sniffer.
Cheap.
So how far is it really putting out that RF from the phone
At that frequency.
at that frequency? Now
Put
we
her on
don't.
the computer. Show them that doesn't.
I did. So
Okay.
we don't know what frequency this is yet, but I'll bet he's got the tools to find it out.
Yes, I do.
So stay tuned for part 2.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
That's
So
just nuts.
what we're dealing with here is a data point, okay? Or data points. Now, some of you guys are going, I don't get it. And I didn't get it at first, and I'm still not sure I get it other than this. Because I talked to him right before we got going on the live stream. One thing that he has been continually testing is this. Now, and we know this because FEMA has said, this October 4th thing, they've said that your phone is going to kick on and send out this test signal that that everybody's phone, everybody's TV, everybody's radio stations, they're all going to do it. And if it doesn't happen on the 4th, it's going to happen on the 11th. Mm-hmm. Well, that, if you combine what his test was with this information, it gets a little bizarre because he discovered that it's always transmitting at 5.2 gigahertz of data.
Yeah.
Not just receiving, but transmitting.
Transmitting. Always.
Now, that kind of fits with the whole, hey, we're FEMA and we can turn your phone on whenever we like, but it also really makes you scratch your head thinking, I guess they're transmitting and receiving all the time.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense to me.
Yeah. So, that said, that's as far as I know as fact. Now you guys can suppose more. Mm-hmm. Trust me, there's plenty of people out there with plenty of different ideas. I've heard everything from demonic signals from black holes to it's just straight up a test signal.
Yeah.
Now, you can do it what you want with it. Here's one thing I want to tell you guys, because a lot of people, what we've seen from our other videos, let's keep things straight and legit. A lot of people are saying, well, I'm just going to turn my phone off, or I'm going to run it out of battery. I'm going to run it out of battery like 2 hours before, or a day before, and I just won't let it turn on. It'll be completely dead. And my question to you folks, and I'm trying not to be rude, so please don't hear this as rude. What do you think is going to happen when you turn it back on?
Yeah. It's just going to transmit that signal.
Or receive.
Or receive that signal. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, you can't. Airplane mode won't work. Turning it off won't work. Running out the battery won't work, because once you charge it and it comes back on, it's going to do the same thing.
So that's something that I think people, they get it wrong, thinking I'm just going to do the quick, let's take care of this problem. Like somehow that it's going to embed a piece of software, but because my phone's not on, it can't possibly get the software. Therefore, I'm safe and good to go. Well, again, what do you think is going to happen when you turn it back on?
Yeah.
How many of you guys have a home computer or have had a home computer? Can I ask you how irritating it is when it decides that it wants to update for you?
Yeah. Right.
Isn't that like the weird neighbor that won't ever leave? Like you're hiding inside because you've got something really important to do, and they're like, ding, 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 ding.
Hi.
Hi, neighbor.
Hi, neighbor.
Hi. Ding, ding, ding. I just a minute of your time. Just a minute of your time. That's like the auto updates, right? And at some point, the devices stop working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so Norweaver, smash it. Yeah, that you could do that.
I think that's probably the smartest idea yet.
But I don't recommend it if you need to keep your phone. That's all I'm telling. Don't recommend people smash their phones, Brad.
No,
We're
I
gonna
think it's
get
a good
bills
idea.
in the mail.
Not me. It's your problem.
No, it's not.
No, I didn't do it. You did it.
And then Phoebe says, put it in the toilet, enjoy the flushing sounds.
Well, and Phoebe also says, grrr.
Right. So Earth Muffin Mama says, will a Faraday bag work?
Well, it would for a minute.
It will until you take it out of the bag.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing, guys. It's like if there is some nefarious signal that or a nefarious bug,
yeah,
then it's going to be there waiting for you, just like those Windows updates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me ask you, okay. For those of you who are nerdy, we talked about this actually last week, but there was
Are you white and nerdy?
the Stuxnet virus that, let's just say our government worked with another Middle Eastern government that was a government that's always getting attacked by lots of other Middle Eastern governments. And they developed this Stuxnet virus, and it got embedded in the world, and it made its way across the world.
The world?
The world. WOORLD, world. And it told these nefarious countries, machines that make things that go kablamo, that fissile material, that everything's fine, nothing's wrong, and then they would fly apart, and they couldn't make the material to make big booms. And that virus was implanted not there, not here, somewhere in the world, and over time it made its way into every computer on the way. It's crazy stuff, people, and this was 2 decades ago. It's a long time ago. That's public school spelling, Delaney B. Come on now.
Yeah, you're right.
Is my public school showing?
Yes, your public school is showing.
Thank heavens that Christa is an excellent homeschool teacher.
And I was public school too. I went to public school, and let's just say, I hate saying this because it sounds terrible, but I relearned how to read. Okay? all of the letters that get put together. I know why they go together and what sounds they make and why they have these stupid rules and all of the rules that don't apply to most of the words. And so,
all right, ladies
learned
and
a lot.
gents. So here's the thing. This is honestly the most important part of the evening. And I promise you, this is not clickbait. This is truth, okay? Take a deep breath and understand a few things. Number one, whatever the governmental thingamajigger people, big brain, techie, those people are not us. And they're going to do what they're going to do. And there's very little that we can actually do to stop them, minus smashing their devices or not using them at all, which I am starting to think, boy, that'd be a lot better. But my point is, why get all riled up about stuff that you have zero control over?
Right.
So there's that. That's not the biggest, importantest thing.
Your homeschool or your public school.
My
showing
public
again.
school is showing. Oh, my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Mittens, would not be proud of me right now.
No, she would not.
She really was Mrs. Mittens.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if there's not much that you're going to be able to actually do about it, then get loud with your Congress people, representatives, remind them that their paycheck is firmly in our hands still.
Sure.
Okay. But now here's the really, 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 really big thing. We know how the story ends. And at the end of the day, God wins. Period. End of story. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Man, if you guys haven't picked up on it, we love Jesus. We absolutely love God. And all of the stuff of this world is just a blip. It's just an inkling of what's going to happen. This is like the pregame show to the ultimate show that never ends, right? And let me tell you what. He's got you. If you put your faith in God, if you put your faith in Christ, He's got you, and He's never going to let you go.
Right.
We have a Father God who absolutely is in love with you. Warts and all. Flaws and all. All the baggage. And I'm here to tell you, folks, He's not going to let you go. We have to truthfully give ourselves to Him and receive what He's done for us, that sacrifice He's made. And you know what? At that point, you're His, you're in the family, period, end of story. And then none of this stuff has a bad outcome. Yeah, we may have to go through some hardship now. We may. And that's possible. Looks like even probable. Looks like probable. But eternally, He's never going to let you go. I straight up almost rickrolled him. I almost did it. It's never going to give you up. I couldn't help it, folks. It's my rock and roll background. God loves you.
It's not rock and roll.
It's Rick Astley.
It's not rock and roll.
He's never going to give you up.
Good Lord.
No, I'm gone. That was actually really good. And I mean that. I do
Yes.
mean that.
Yes.
He loves you so much. Trust Him, folks. Just ask Him to come in and you will, I promise you, that's one decision you'll never regret. You just won't. And so all of this stuff, ooh, scary, scary, scary. It's only scary if you don't know where you're going when you're worm food.
Right. This stuff you can't control.
No.
The things that are being put in the elementary, well, every public school library,
You can control some of that.
You can control some of that.
Get in people's faces and get loud.
Get loud.
I'm saying be political and
Right.
and nobody's talking violence at all. No way. No.
No.
Nope.
No.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I lost it.
You were thinking of Rick Astley.
No, I was not. Ew, no.
Never going to run around and desert you. I won't do it.
No. Get mad about the things you can do something
If
about.
it's righteous indignation.
Righteous indignation, yes. Get upset about things that you can control. Local politics. You can vote for your leaders right in where you're at. Obviously, the ones that are, we have no control over that anymore.
Yeah. So, folks, you know what? The reality is, whatever's going to happen on October 4th, we'll probably come on live stream.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Melissa,
thank you very, very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honey, the children get to eat this month. I'm
Total
only
joke.
exaggerating a little.
It's a joke. Totally a joke. Oh my heavens.
Only a little bit. Yeah.
So, okay, there was a question asked earlier. What's the solution?
The solution is Christ.
Is Christ, right?
100%, folks.
But about this, there's really nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You can leave it on. Do a test. Leave one on, leave one off, and see what happens. I mean, that's...
Well, and why would it matter?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Why would it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't.
So here's... People keep saying that... this is funny, too, because, if you don't know this, they call, like, a poor man's Faraday cage is your microwave. A lot of people will say you can use your microwave as a Faraday cage. That way, if there was an electromagnetic pulse, like if, heaven forbid, an EMP happens, like from a solar flare, or if a nuclear warhead were detonated somewhere, it sends out such a blast of electromagnetic waves, it fries everything that's basically electronic. If it has a chip, it's toast.
Yeah.
Cars won't work.
Including your microwave.
All of that kind of stuff, including your microwave.
Right.
But some people will say that you can use a microwave as a poor man's Faraday cage because of the way that there's a shielding metal material on the inside of the microwave. Now,
but not on the glass door.
some people, well, I'm going to lose it because I'll lose my thought. No, I'm not losing on you, baby. No, but some people have tested things and say, yeah, that works. And some people say, no, it doesn't work. So I've got the best test for you. This is what you need to do. I thought this up a little bit earlier. What you need to do is put this in your microwave and hit go for 11 minutes and then see if this works. And if it doesn't work anymore, first of all, I'm not responsible for the damage you did to your phone, number one, because you would damage your phone. But number two, you'd know if it will damage your phone. Sound good?
Sure. Sounds great. Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't do it. What about a safe? I don't think a safe.
No.
It's steel. A safe is steel, where like a trash can. Oh no, those are steel too.
But I think people are missing the point.
And
When
it
you
doesn't-
turn
right,
it back
when you
on,
take it back out of there,
whatever's going to happen,
it's going to happen.
is going to happen.
Right.
Your phone will update.
Right. Whether you want it to or not.
You see?
Yeah.
Oh, good grief, says Delaney B.
Hope your house doesn't burn down. Oh gosh.
This one?
Yeah. No, microwaves do not have a good seal anymore.
No.
Well, I don't think they ever did, really. I mean, they've got a glass window.
Put it in your refrigerator. Grace and Grit, people. What happens when you turn it back on?
Yeah. You can do that.
Love you folks.
But it's
what's going to happen next?
It's not going to prevent the update or the transmission from taking place.
All right. I was going to be done. I was going to say, okay, we need to be done. Because, okay, how many of you guys play chess? Who plays chess? This
I do
guy.
not.
I play bad chess, but I'm still good enough to beat the kids, and that's fine by a dad right now.
What, you don't let them win? They need to
I
learn.
asked them.
They need to learn how to play.
No, I asked them if they want me to play hard or easy.
Yeah. You want me to let you win, or do you want to actually learn?
Do you guys play chess? Looks like Eric P.
Eric P.
does. Well, here's the thing. What do you do when you're playing chess? Even a bad chess player knows this. You can't just look at the moves that are right here, right now, in front of me. You have to at least think, what's my opponent going to do the next move, right? I mean, bare minimum. But then if you're a good player, you're going to look past that, right? You're going to go past the immediate move, second move. What could happen in the third move, right? Or more. I'm not that good of a chess player. I'm the guy that goes out and just destroys everybody. Brute force. And then I usually win because I would be a bad dictator. Because I'm like, send the peasants. Mow them down with the pawns.
Oh my goodness.
Because I know it's a game and it's not with real humans. If it was real humans, you would behave differently.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
But here's my point, guys. If they're really trying to do something nefarious, if this is really what's happening, if they're honestly trying to do something nefarious, don't you think that when your phone kicks back on, they're somehow going to be like, oh, we should go ahead and send that thing we wanted to send to everybody, but now your phone's back on, so we'll send it now.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you take out the SIM card, turn on airplane mode.
What happens when you plug it back in?
Run the battery down. It's all going to happen after it comes back on.
Now, if you were being nefarious.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. Pat, pat, pat. If you were being nefarious, this would be a great way to freak people out, wouldn't it?
Oh, sure.
Or, now, if I was playing chess, what I would do in this situation. Now, you hear, tinfoil city. You guys ready? Have I got a story for you? If I were being nefarious, or if I wanted to do something nefarious and throw the general public off, and I've got this FEMA test coming up, you know what I would do? Nothing. I would do zero. I would do the test, and it would go off without a hitch, and so that everybody would go, look, see?
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. All you crazy people, forget about it. And then the next time, you know what I do? Nothing. I would do another test and say, hey, we need to test something again. Mm-hmm. And I would basically lull the general public into thinking, oh, see, no problem. Trust. Bam. You move your pawns into place. You let them think everything's fine. And that rook comes from over here.
Well, and honestly, if you were that evil dictator, you wouldn't tell them that you're actually doing it.
I would let them get so out of whack and then go, oh, see, nothing. And then do it again.
Wait.
Oh, see, nothing.
Didn't that happen about almost 23 years ago?
What are you talking about?
Y2K?
No, that was just stupid programming.
Exactly.
That was just bad programming.
Nothing happened. But everybody was all freaked out that the end of the world was coming, and then nothing.
I see. I'm glad to see there's some chess players here. Yeah. You would build trust, let them think everything's fine. Like let's talk a fictional. Oh my gosh. Here we go, folks. You ready for this? This could probably get us banned for good.
Oh no.
Can I have that Sharpie right there?
You're not going to draw on anything.
No, the other one, the very colorful one. Yes. I use this for the Bible Devos. By the way, that's tomorrow morning, 8:30. Let's just say that I wanted to get everybody to put this into their body somehow. And nobody was really trusting me because...
see your arm, honey. Try the other arm. There you go.
I wanted to get everybody to believe that it was safe to put this thing into their arm somehow, some way. But people weren't really...
It's more like this.
No, I'll do it. This is my story. I wanted to get everybody to believe that this was just fine, because I really want everybody to do it. I want everybody to do it, but only about half of the people think that even though I've spent billions of dollars trying to make everybody believe I should just and do that, not everybody somehow believes me. So wouldn't you take this and make it so that nothing really bad, super bad happens. I mean, it's just kind of, it's no big deal. First time, second time. Crazy talk, huh?
Yeah.
I know it's crazy talk.
Yeah, totally crazy talk.
But now that I got way off, now I need to bring everybody back to a place of, okay. Ladies and gents, here's the deal. We're gonna say goodnight here in a second. I don't know where you are with your walk with God, but please, when we're done with this thing, or even when we're doing it right now, take a minute, talk to God, and say, "Hey, how you been?" Mm-hmm. Tell him what you're really feeling. Talk to him. Mm-hmm. Take a deep breath. Know he's still in control. And folks, it's time to do some business because things are going to get nutty. And I don't say that because of this. I say that because I've read the book.
Right.
Okay.
Know how it ends.
October 4th is nothing. Mm-hmm. It's a distraction. They may be trying to do something with this, but my point is, even if this thing started hissing and spewing smoke out of it, you know what I'd do? I'd throw it out the window and I'd keep talking to you.
Right.
Point being, take some time and talk to your Father in heaven who loves you. Mm-hmm. Loves you. Don't wait until it's like, oh, that goofy guy with the funny glasses and hair, I guess he really was serious about talking to God.
Yeah. Only a lot.
You guys with me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say goodnight here. We're gonna pray. Okay. Is that cool?
Yeah, of course.
And if you're not into that, well, I'm not trying to force anything down anybody's throat. That's why I'm letting you know in advance. Okay? Because we don't have a spirit of fear. We do have a spirit of love from the Father, and he loves you more than we'll ever think, know, dream, or imagine. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, ladies and gents, thanks for hanging out with us. Here we go. Thank you, Father God. We love you. Please put it on our hearts to chat with you more. Amen. Amen. Hope you like this music, guys. You can go download it for free.
Yep. WYSIWYGministries.com.
Or Big Family Homestead.
Or BigFamilyHomestead.com. Yep.
Good night.
Night.
Declare the glory of God, and the sky above proclaims his handiwork. Day to day pours out speech, and night to night reveals knowledge. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. O Lord, my rock and my redeemer, my redeemer. There is no speech, nor are there words whose voice is not heard. Their voice goes out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world, to the end of the world. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. O Lord, my rock and my redeemer, my redeemer. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight.